Everything in the show has free shipping on everything, and we're going to start with a bang with the big 1 liters. These are the body cleansers that you love. We love the big full size. Normally the regular size is a size that costs 20 bucks a piece. They look like this, different scent here, but this is the normal size. These were $20. This is the equivalent of 4. So this should be at least $80 a liter. It's been marked down to $25.95 this week. Only this week. It's our weekly deal drop that launched on Monday. This is now Thursday, so on Sunday the price goes right back up, even though our price is half of what you'd spend in the real world or if you went straight to Greece or went online, if you can find it online. We have these incredible limited edition scents, including white peony, candied lemon, coffee bean, and vanilla cream. These are not scents you see typically that we get to offer. It's pretty much a one and done opportunity. Stephanie Metcus is joining us live in our studios up here in PA.
Welcome to Pennsylvania.
Thank you. It's great to see you.
Welcome to Pennsylvania to everybody.
This is home state for you, isn't it?
This is, yes, born and bred. So we are thrilled to have HSN up in Pennsylvania.
Thank you. Everybody has been so incredibly kind and gracious and welcoming.
The most amazing team and crew, for sure.
It's the truth. It's the truth. And my gosh, something just smells really good. Somebody just pushed one of these into one of the bowls. So was I correct in saying this is a limited edition? Like
yes, and every one of these fragrances, once this weekly deal drop sells out, or I mean the price will go up, we're not doing them again. And it's funny because I was talking to Sarah Anderson during Beauty Report, and she was saying, start the petition now for vanilla cream. Like, why would you not do that scent again? So it really is a special moment.
And I know we've already sold out of 3 of the scents that we started off earlier in the week. So weekly deal drop means until Sunday. And then that price goes up. I don't see these lasting.
No.
I'll give you some updates as we move through here. It looks like the most limited run right now is going to be the coffee beans.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that one first?
Yeah, let's talk about that because it actually doesn't smell like a coffee bean. I don't think we named it correctly, if I'm being honest. To me, it smells like a caramel frappuccino. You know those fancy coffee drinks when you go and there's a warm caramel note, there's this cream, vanilla cream to it, but there's also that little punch of that coffee note in there, so it's really like a dessert, honestly.
You know, it's funny because I love the smell of coffee more than I like coffee the taste.
Yes, it wakes you up a little bit, but to me, this is like decadence, this one.
I'm going to put some of that in my bowl. You've got the vanilla cream going right here.
I do, pure vanilla
Far and away the most popular.
It is. Everybody loves the vanilla, but this is like a pure vanilla, and then there's a little frothy whipped cream on top. So it's a little delicious, a little snuggly, but it's really that vanilla that comes through true and true.
Speaking of that frothy
I know, doesn't look like vanilla. It
Oh
looks like whipped cream.
It's amazing. Okay, candied lemon is interesting to me because I love lemon.
And that's great for these summer months because that is a citrus. It is this sparkling lemon. It's not tart, it's not sour, but then there's this sweetness to it, like a little sugar topping. To me, it reminds me of those lemon meltaways you put in that beautiful candy dish. It's just juicy and delicious.
Yum, yum, yum. Winter peony. Peony is, first of all, one of the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen in my life.
My favorite flower,
Mine
actually.
too.
I grow them. They're like my pride and joy in my garden. But they have a slight sweetness. Now, peonies are really fresh flowers. And then we add this little, we call it winter peony because there's like a sparkling snow to it. If you're like a clean, neutral person, you want a floral, but you don't want it to be overly floral, that's what I find this one to be.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Do
you smell it?
So good. I do. Oh my gosh. So here's the thing. With Korres, and we've had Korres for many years at HSN. I was just in Spain, by the way, and it was a great experience, but it was a long trip. It was a 10-hour flight home, and I'm like, oh my gosh, save yourself the money, and yes, maybe one day go to Greece, but be a part of what they do so well with Lena and George, incorporating natural ingredients, plant botanicals, and essential oils.
Thank you, Callie, for mentioning that, because first of all, George and Lena are like family to me, and they're good people. So they're good people creating great products, which always helps, but it's really the quality of the results that we can guarantee. You know, remember, we are a homeopathic pharmaceutical brand. So even in a step like a body cleanser, okay, this might look like a body cleanser. You see the bubbles and it's fun and the fragrances, but this is actually an anti-aging body serum because we can guarantee clinically that we can make your skin look younger just by cleansing. By putting these bubbles on your skin, you're going to infuse this deep nourishment, hydration, never stripping, never drying. And then even those lines, those wrinkles, that scaly texture, gone in one bath or shower.
Isn't that the craziest thing? And what an exciting thing to say and to hear. Because usually, it's a lot of soaps.
Yeah.
This is different
There's
than a
no
soap.
soap in here.
There's
first of
no
all.
soap.
Not a stitch of soap.
Soaps leave you dry. That's why your skin looks dry. It does.
Correct.
You actually look like you put lotion on after you've taken a shower or the bath with this.
Right, because like I mentioned, this is a serum, right? And in that serum are botanicals, which we are known for. We hand harvest them, even for our body cleansers. Marshmallow root extract, which is actually these spongy little molecules in this plant that we grow in Greece. There are activated aloe, so we actually take all the water out of the aloe vera, so it's really soothing if you have sensitive skin. If your children have sensitive skin, if my husband has the most reactive skin, and this is what I took away that bar of soap, this is what he cleanses with because it soothes the skin.
Changes everything.
It does.
That is so well said. I mean, your kids, and who doesn't seem to have sensitive skin these days with, you know, the laundry soaps and the different things that we just have skin irritations. Summer tends to be a little bit more ravaging to the skin too.
With the sun.
So the sun and all the dryness, even the humidity, but the softness of your skin, not to mention that beautiful light scent that's left behind, and the 4 scents that we have remaining, and these will never be done again.
Correct.
This is one of those you are watching not only at the right time for the great price, crazy good price, to get a full liter, but these scents will never be duplicated. So it's a special moment. I know how many of us collect scents and have favorites from the past. Try a new one. We've got winter peony, candied lemon, coffee, and vanilla cream left. You can see over 3,000 gone already. We have our final remaining scents. Don't forget, this is not going to be done at a regular price later. These scents will retire.
They will, and so I say stock up, pick up a few. You know, I love, and you mentioned this, I line them up in my shower, and like one day I want a decadent dessert moment, like no calories, right? But I want that caramel frappuccino. One day I might want a lemon to kind of wake me up. But no matter which one you choose, I mean, look at this. These bubbles. These bubbles are literally like whipped cream, and they are drinking into the skin. We clinically tested this product, okay? We measured it with an instrument. It will not only improve the moisture, not even keep it the same, more moisture in your skin, but softer, smoother, more supple skin, temporarily and visibly reducing the signs of aging. So think about all those lines, wrinkles, crepey skin. We're just gonna pump you full of so much hydration.
Isn't it crazy? Have you looked at your knees lately?
Scaly.
It's like, why?
Yeah, and actually a friend of mine said, what do you have for the knees? I thought, well, that's such an interesting question. As women, we are focused on things like the knees, the underarms, right? What if the step of cleansing is really where it all begins for you, and you can actually address that crepey skin, drapey skin in the bath or shower? Just swap out your bar of soap. I always say, what do you have to lose? A bar of soap, right?
A bar of soap?
Swap it out, put this in. Not only will you feel better, will your skin be healthier, but it will look better too.
It's the truth. I have to just reestablish something because this is insane. This is the original size. This is the regular, what is an 8 ounce? 8.455 ounces. This sells, or at least it used to. We started Korres with this size, and they were $20 per bottle.
Right.
You're getting 4 of these for just another $5. This is a $20 bottle. This is 4 for just $5 more. I am like blown away. We sell these at $39 day in and day out, and I mean by the boatloads, thousands and thousands every time we have them in stock, being the operative word. They're in stock. But once these go, they will never, and I'm going to ask you to beg both George and Lena to consider.
We have so many fragrances, but these are going away.
So vanilla cream, #1 bestseller. Candied lemon, right behind that. Coffee, oh, it's so good. It is like a beautiful guilt-free, calorie-free dessert. And winter peony. So if you want them all, you can get them all. They make the most amazing gifts.
I will say, this is a year's supply. I have gifted these day in, day out. Teachers, you know, what do you get your mother-in-law, right? I always give, this is what I give her because it's a year's supply. It's something somebody uses every day. And I always think of my whole family, especially with this liter. If you're alone, it's a year. But if you have a family, I take this, I pump some of this into other little dispensers. I put it in my kids' bathroom. I know your son loves our shower gels. Because this is something that not only is it fun and the fragrances are beautiful and really just never too much, right? Just enough, but it's also the way your skin feels. feels. There is nothing else in the world like it. It feels like velvet. You're seeing those gorgeous bubbles that Heather is kind of massaging into her skin. I could wash my hands, and on certain days when we're on for 24 hours, I do wash my hands the whole day. Never dries out my skin, never cracking at the cuticles. It just, look at that hydration on Jordan's legs.
Jordan.
Wow.
Oh, I want the left leg all day long. Beautiful. You know, I noticed too, it contains aloe, wheat proteins, extracts that are, you know, they're exclusive to Greece because this is, you know, the botanicals are indigenous to that part of the world only. In fact, I think we've got some footage of that part of the world. If you've never been, it is extremely gorgeous. I've been once, and it was over 3 decades ago.
Well, I will tell you, our homeland is where it all begins for us as a brand, but it's really Mother Earth, right? Even in something like a body cleanser, natural botanicals, marshmallow root extract, aloe vera, humectants, which are like little moisture magnets, right? So we put them in here, and it just finds the moisture in your skin. And I want you to think of like having a dry sponge, and then you pour that water on top, and everything starts to plump, right? It's almost like your skin comes back to life.
It's the truth.
And the process of cleansing, I would say, is probably the one thing that most people disregard. They kind of discard it. They think it doesn't matter. But if you are removing all of the natural moisture and oils that your body produces in order to get your skin clean, you're actually going the opposite way, right? You're making your skin look older. That's where your wrinkles become more pronounced. That's where your skin feels tight and itchy and dry. This is the opposite. I mean, it feels like whipped cream. It feels like a body cream I could almost massage in. But then once you see what it does to your skin and the moisture and the fatty acids, it's unmatched.
You know, this coffee bean,
doesn't it smell
it's
delicious?
really good.
Yeah.
There's something cozy and comforting about it.
Yeah, and just decadent. And, you know, when at the end of the day, like I've been running around, I'm in the studio all day, and then you get in the bath or shower, it warms everything up, and you get that waft of that caramel and that sweet vanilla cream a little bit in there too, and then a little punch of that coffee bean. It's almost like, you know, you don't need to go and spend the $8 for the drink, right?
It's the truth. And like I said, I like the smell of coffee a lot better than like even the taste of coffee. But honestly, that's, I think, the hardest part is which color or which scent do I want most. That's why at $25.95.
So crazy. It's so much product too.
It is so much product.
Massive.
And these will never be done when these sell out ever again. If any remain on Monday morning, they're $39 for the liter. Still incredible half price considering they're $20 a bottle, and you're getting 4 bottles in the liter with a pump, which you requested. But it's just such a great product, and it's such an absolutely perfect gift for anybody. Men, women, neighbors, teachers, postal workers, nail techs, hair people. I mean, anybody that you want to just really treat to something special and decadent. And selfishly, they're going to think of you every time they use it.
I know,
so
and
that's always a nice benefit.
If you have skin, this is a product for you, right? It doesn't matter your age. We can take your skin from where it is and make it infinitely better because of the quality of the ingredients. You know, there is not a stitch of soap in this product. So we're not actually stripping the skin in order to get it clean and remove the bad stuff, but take the good stuff. What's actually cleansing your skin here is coconut oil. So a fatty acid, lipid-rich, you know, lipids are the essential building blocks of the skin, and as we age, we lose them. So it's almost like losing the scaffolding of your skin. So we're gonna pump your skin full of those fatty lipids to kind of give it that oomph, that plumpness, and the softness too.
So you mentioned my son, so I have to share it because I share it every time I work with you, Stephanie.
I love this story.
I do too. And my son is so great. He's 29 years old, and he has not asked me for much in life. He's a good boy. Good man.
Yeah.
But the one thing he does every once in a while, hey, Mom, do you happen to have any Korres?
I love that.
He's a vegan. He's very health conscious. He's very much into natural and all the good things for you, realizing that everything we put on our body goes into our body. So I really respect the fact that he's so focused on his health, but this is the one thing he asks for, and I am always happy to stock him up. So Tristan, if you're watching in St. Petersburg, don't worry. Even though I'm up here in PA, I can still hook you up. And you do have a birthday coming up in October. So
it's a weekly deal drop. So this is the time. time to stock up for the birthdays and the whatever.
It's true.
But I love that you mentioned health conscious and wellness, overall wellness, because as a brand, you know, there are 2,000 chemicals that we refuse to use, and we have done it since day one. This is not something that just kind of came with the wave of the clean beauty trend. It was the ethos of our brand. So no phthalates, no petrochemicals, which are oil-based products, no silicones, no, you know, none of those ingredients, no nitro musks, and you would be shocked. I know you probably know from your son how many of those ingredients are in other body cleansers, especially because it's usually something people don't want to pay a ton of money for, so they stick a lot of fillers in.
That really upsets me,
Yeah.
doesn't it, you? Honestly, when you think about all the brands that you walk through the aisles of your drugstore or your grocery store or
yeah.
anywhere you shop for your stuff, to hear you say that there's 2,000 chemicals that you choose not to use in Korres. Think about what you're getting here. What you're paying for is goodness, not a bunch of fillers and things that just fill up a bottle. Who the heck cares what it's going to do to you 10, 20 years down the road? I'm trying to make good choices. I think we all do at this point. This is a really good choice.
It is.
It's a decadent choice, but it's not a costly one. Very affordable. Did you see it's a little more than $5 to get a liter of the cleaner delivered to your door? This is not light also. It ships for free. That's a liter.
That's heavy.
That's a heavy bottle.
And I will tell you the other thing that's important is, you know, you ever do like your flex pays and then by the time you're done with the product, you're still like paying the flex pay sometimes, right? This will last you well past your flex pays, which I always feel good about because I feel like I'm just budgeting myself month to month, right? So for $5 a month, plus more, you are actually giving yourself the gift of beautiful skin, of healthy skin, right?
I just realized something.
What?
We have a promo today. I'm not sure how long this goes, but for those of you who don't have an HSN card, do you realize if you open up a card with us today, you'll get a liter of Korres body cleanser for 95 cents.
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
95
Tina Jennings
cents.
was telling me this.
That's truly, you get a liter. It's basically you're getting it completely for free by opening up your card. There's the info on how to do it. 95 cents to get a full liter. It's an $80 value when it comes to what you're getting in terms of supply and quantity. So definitely apply for that card, get it open, and get this for $1, less than $1. If you are just tuning in, I have to remind you of something, and this saddens me greatly, but these scents that you're seeing in front of you, you've never seen them before today or this week. You will not see them again after this week when they sell out because they will be, what is it called?
Retired.
Retired.
We put them in the vault. We put them in the vault. And honestly, sometimes like 10 years later, we're like, oh, maybe we should bring this one up. But it is not a next year, 2 years. This is really special to have all of these.
So vanilla cream, if you want it, it is the #1 bestseller. Over 3,400 total gone. We've lost 3 cents already. They are exclusive and limited edition. This is the the coffee that we're on right. Oh, that was the vanilla lemon, or cream, excuse me. This is the candied lemon. Oh, it's so brightening and invigorating.
I love this one.
I
feel like for
too.
spring and summer, it almost kind of tastes like, or tastes, it smells like a limoncello cocktail.
Ooh.
You know, it's a little fizzy, sparkly, fun. But I will tell you, this is my husband's favorite. He loves the lemon. Yeah.
I'm excited.
like
I haven't
the
tried
citrus.
that one yet. I haven't tried any of them until just here with you today because this is the first of their kind. The coffee bean. This one is surprising. It does not smell like a cup of coffee.
No, I would
more
actually say if you like a gourmand fragrance, like you typically go towards the desserts or the cakes or the whatever, that's kind of what this one is. It's a little bit more gourmand.
Okay, yeah, it really is. It's pretty mouthwatering. It's not too sweet or anything like that.
Sophisticated.
And if you do love your florals, there's a brand new one called Winter Peony.
Yes, it's a soft, clean, fresh floral. You know, I don't typically like a lot of florals, like really pungent, but this has like a clean note, a soap and water clean on top of a fluffy peony.
Oh, I wish I had a color of a peony out here. They're the most magnificent flower.
Oh, don't get me started. If my husband's watching, my peonies at home are like my pride and joy because they're joyful. They have like a really soft floral note to them. They're not too in your face, and that's why I love the fragrance of it. And then we add this like sparkling snow on top, right? So it's not your typical floral, and I would actually say if you are somebody that wants to try to get more into florals, that's the one I would go for.
Oh my gosh, I do love it. I just pulled out the pump.
Sophisticated, right?
It's really good.
Yeah. These are so fun. I mean, this
Oh,
is
it makes
that.
me want to take a shower.
Yes, I was just going to say, this is that moment in the shower. And listen, this is clinical grade skincare, so don't get me wrong. This is going to change and transform your skin, and it is that easy. One time, you will see a massive, massive difference. But this is also like a little self-care. The fragrances are luxe, but you don't have to invest hundreds of dollars in a parfum. You get all those beautiful notes in your bath or shower, and then you get the beautiful bubbles that honestly feel like velvet.
It's such a treat. Your skin will thank you. Your baby's skin will thank you.
Yep. Your
It's-
parents, grandparents.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have skin, your skin will thank you, right?
You're going to be in good shape. You're going to love the skin
Yeah.
that you're in more than you have before.
Yeah.
Korres is an amazing brand, direct from Greece. For those of you who are new shopping at HSN, we are thrilled to make this available to you again. We have vanilla cream, candied lemon, coffee bean, or the winter peony. Very, very popular. We are busy on it. Don't forget, on Sunday night at midnight, this price goes back to normal. This is the lowest price I've ever seen us
Same.
do. This is the regular $20 version. You're getting 4 of these inside. This is not going to be $80. It's $25.95 for the big guy. $5 more than the, I'm going to call it a mini, compared to what you're getting today.
It's dwarfed.
It is. Well, thank you for your orders here. I know we're processing all of the orders coming through. It's 93651. Something I wanted to make you aware of that is just back in stock as well with Korres are the incredible cleansing cloths. These are the tea face and towels Olympia tea.
Yes. Well, it's detoxing. I mean, this